Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Carla from Rehan Allahwala's World of Connections. And the interview that we couldn't get done yesterday, we are getting done today, and everything appears to be working perfectly and beautifully. I want to tell you that I am speaking today with Ramsha Chowdry from Lahore, Pakistan. And if I got her name a little confused, she'll correct me in a moment. And we are going to be talking about herself, her thoughts on mental health and being kind, as well as women's empowerment, which is a very important topic. Having said that, I want to remind you that this show, like all of my shows, is sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace, one conversation at a time. Ramsha, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much, Carla. It's such a pleasure to speak to you, to hear your voice. And I want to congratulate you on the work you guys are doing. It's just amazing. And yes, you got my name right. So yeah, good job on that as well. And thank you so much for having me on your show. It's such a pleasure. I can never thank you enough. And you're a wonderful lady. And about myself, I would like to say, yes, it's Ramsha Chowdhry. I have done MPhil in Biosciences. And I'm someone with diverse talents. Like, you know how they say, the saying goes, beauty with brains. It's pretty much something which fits to me. So these days, I have begun a journey which is about pursuit of happiness. I'm trying to find my happiness and actually doing what makes me happy, you know, and it's also associated with my mental health. And so I've started blogging, I've started TikTok, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and other than that, I'm I'm working as, actually I own a car tracking company. So I've also done Amazon wholesale US business. And apart from that, recently I've also started tutoring girls for CSS and PMS, which is competitive exams in Pakistan for the English subjects. So I'm sorry, it just took me so long to say this, but yeah, that's all I'm doing these days.
Please don't apologize. This is what you are doing today. You are talking about yourself.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. Yeah.
Now, you're from Lahore now. Were you born in Lahore?
No, I wasn't born in Lahore. I basically hail from Gujranwala, which is the neighbor city of Lahore. And I'm here because of work, you know. So yeah, in Lahore.
And what kind of work is your family there with you before?
Yes, I have my siblings here with me, like two of my sisters. I live with them. I told you, like, I'm one of the board of the directors for a car tracking company, which is called Bayana Technologies, and it's one of its kind tracker company in Pakistan because it's all, you know, it's all women-based project, like from the board of directors to, you know, the technical staff as well. We have all the women. So this project is about women protection, women empowerment. So I'm working on that. Yeah, that's why.
Now,
and apart from, yeah.
Are you in charge of that organization?
Yeah,
or are you working?
I am in charge of that.
And how many women do you have working with you?
Currently, we just like started our operations like 2 months back. So right now we have 12 women, and they're working on different designations. Like some are in the technical stuff, some are in doing the brand development, you know. And the best thing is we are working remotely, and we are not limited to, like, you know, just the people working from Pakistan. We have a team member who's working from Jeddah. We have one team member who's working from Morocco. We have some technical staff from Pakistan. So it's just very diverse, you know. And the beauty of it is that it's meant to help the women who face harassment in the field, who face, especially in Pakistan, we have so much patriarchy. There is so much blackmailing and stuff, especially when you go to offices. So when we tell women, it's all a women-based venture, it's this company is owned by women, they feel more comfortable in joining us. And even when we have to install the trackers in the cars, they feel so much comfortable when they are dealing with someone who is just, a female, because I think only a female can understand the kind of security we get from each other. And, in Pakistan, patriarchy and rape issues, these are just really, unfortunately, these are in a very disappointing shape, I would say. So one of our visions of our company is to help the women empower themselves, and we also aim to work with the United Nations and begin some projects, to help the women in our country and across the world, inshallah.
How wonderful. What inspired? I can think of many things that may have inspired this, but what was your big inspiration when it came to this?
Yeah, so, there were multiple things. And I would just like to state two things, which are the core bottom of this. The first thing is that, in Pakistan, the car tracking business, this tracker company thing, it's very much corrupt. You know how companies form monopolies, and that's another thing. But you also install trackers in the cars and you are not providing services to the customers. And then it becomes very problematic. And that's why in Pakistan, over 90% of cars, I think, people, they do not prefer having trackers installed in their cars because of the horrible experiences they have experienced from these so-called companies. So that was one of the reasons we wanted to provide services in a unique way, which would build customer satisfaction and customer loyalty and customer confidence. This was one thing. And the other thing was that, so if I talk about my siblings, we are all sisters. And I grew up in a family which was more about female. All I had was my dad as a male. And we were surrounded by females which were very strong career-wise. So, just seeing all of that, it just gave us the courage to do something big, not only for us, but for the other women as well, because we always saw women getting exploited and abused by men, to be honest, whether it's verbally or emotionally, just because they need to earn some money. So these were basically the two things. So I'm proud to say that it's the only company of Pakistan which is all women-based, and it aims to serve women, especially, men as well. But yeah, women are more special.
Well, I agree. Programs like this for women are extremely important.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's happening very much in Pakistan and Islamic countries, but it happens a lot in my country too. So it's a very important thing. How did you find? You said you have people from all over the globe. How did you find them?
Okay, so it's that, we have LinkedIn, and, we have people who are working in different, companies in different departments. So it's actually about networking. So basically we put up job opportunities, and, there were people who would just tell us this person might be suitable. And then we got to connect with them through LinkedIn or their email addresses. And then they were interviewed, and, so yeah.
Wow. Can I ask you to speak a little slower? And the only reason I am asking you this is because there are people who are listening from Pakistan right now.
Yeah.
And I need to speak slower. So I can imagine they may be having some of the same issues. You're doing beautifully.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. I'll be slower.
Yeah, don't worry. You know, I'm going to give you the time to say everything you need to say.
Sure.
I am.
That's very kind of you.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that's very kind of you, Carla. Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Well, you're welcome. But this is the purpose of why we do this.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of women empowerment.
Yeah.
Are you working more on helping women get over their trauma? Or are you also helping with other issues that women are needing at this point in time?
Okay, so I would like to tell you about what we are working, especially, you know, to help to promote women empowerment. So we basically have two projects in mind. One is, I'm sorry, I would like to give you a little background. So in Pakistan, we had a case. Yeah, we had a case, like an incident, and it was like a woman, she, you know, her car ran out of fuel and then she was just raped, you know, in the dark. And had it been her, you know, had it been, had her car a good tracker or tracking car tracking services, this could have been prevented. So now we are actually working on providing the panic button in the cars. That is one thing. Like if your car runs out of fuel, you can simply press the panic button and, you know, the team would arrive. Like we are going to collaborate with the authorities in Pakistan for this purpose. The second term we're going to help women with is that these days kidnapping cases and, you know, missing persons, these things are also on the rise. So what we are how we are helping women is that we also offer trackers to be installed, like we offer a band or something which you can put on your body, and let's say you are in danger. First of all, your movement wherever you go, it will be tracked by your loved ones. Secondly, if in case, like, you know, you face some trouble, you can press a button and, you know, we can send you help within like 15 or 20 minutes, given on the response by the authorities. But like it will be prompt. So this is basically what we are, you know, doing to help women feel more secure, especially when they go out. And in terms of like, you know, providing women some help. So that is, for now, it's just about giving them jobs and enabling them to, you know, helping them identify their potential and enabling them to, you know, locate better places. And, you know, it's sort of that. So it's just like a sort of a very new venture, but I'm very happy with the pace we are growing with. And I'm sure in the future, we're going to collaborate with UN and, you know, we're going to do like really big projects.
It appears that this would be more of a nonprofit. I'm not putting it down. I'm just trying to get an understanding. Or you have NGOs there. Is it going towards that, or is it actually going towards an actual business?
You're asking me if this is going towards NGOs or the natural business?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, please say.
Or business in general. Because you want to help women and it, you know, go on.
Yeah, I would tell you. No, actually, I would say that this is not pure business, to be honest, because one of the founding ethos or principles of founding our company was with the vision of, you know, helping or empowering the women. So how do you empower a woman? You know, you give her resources, and the most important resource is money. So it's, you know, and also apart from that, we also do donations. You know, for every sale or profit we make, we have a certain kind of, you know, percentage, which we give to the needy women or, you know. So again, I would say this is all in very nascent phase, but like, yeah, we would love to collaborate with NGOs and stuff. It's just not pure business. That's what I would like to say.
So would it eventually become an NGO?
No, it won't become an NGO. It is actually a business, but it would collaborate with NGOs. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
To serve its cause, you know, to serve bigger causes.
Okay. And it seems that and correct me if I'm wrong, that
Yeah.
this particular organization would also
Yeah.
teaching people about kindness and being empathetic. Am I right?
This organization, no. No. This is actually, it's trackers. It's all about installing trackers and all that. We are not doing character building for now. But like, if you talk about me, yes, I'm a philanthrope, and I have always helped people throughout my life. Like, I don't like to advertise it, but like, I've always helped either, whether it's like helping them emotionally, financially, physically, like, I just have this soul who wants to help people. So yeah,
Now
that's how yeah.
there is, I know that there was an incident yesterday. Have you contacted the woman who was involved in order to help her at least feel a little more secure?
No, I would like to tell you something. Before we can just contact her, there's always like two sides of everything. So there is one side which says like whatever happened, it was unfortunate. And then unfortunately, there's another side which is saying that whatever happened was pre-planned because it was a publicity stunt. So for now, we are stunned and we are waiting for like, whatever. But like, again, in this case, even if, had the victim had a tracker band on her hand or like wherever on her leg or somewhere, and she could have pressed the button, certainly, we could have sent authorities. Like she mentioned that she called the police and nobody came for help. But had she had her tracker band on and she would have pressed the button, so we would be there for her, our team would be there for her. So this could have been prevented actually, had she, So that's how we intend on helping women specifically. I hope you now have a better understanding of what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Knowing that, how did the tractor buttons actually work? The wristbands that you're making.
How do the tracker bands do actually work?
Yeah, did you design them and make them, or are you getting them?
Not like custom design. We don't do custom design. It's like basically the standard, we are not, it's actually the same thing. You basically get these trackers, you source them from China or Thailand, it's from different countries, and then you just attach a band with it. It's as simple as that. So we are not actually, Pakistan is not currently producing trackers, if that's your question is. So yeah, and how do they work? You simply just press the button and just, it's just connected to the systems. So yeah.
So do you have a system that connects everyone to each other?
Yes, we have a system. We have our own system, our own office setup. It's in Lahore.
And how long have you been doing this? I think it's great. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to get more information out to the audience.
That's actually lovely. I just really appreciate that, Carla. Actually, we started in April, but like if you talk about like, actually, establishing the office and, doing physical operations, that's like 2 months, since 2 months.
So in the past 2 months, you found all these people who are from around the world wanting to help you? That's amazing.
No. It's not like that. It's not the company came into being within just 2 months. The work for this company has been, going on for more than a year. So that's actually this. And we also, initially we started this writing company with a partner in partnership with the guy, but like it just didn't work out. So then we just decided to make it like our own thing. And that's how we had our resources and information and everything. So, it's just that in order to start something, you have to learn from the scratch. So we had to learn from the scratch, associate with different people. And then finally, now we are here. So it's not like we just sat and, everything didn't fall upon us. We had to work for it.
That's true. And that's what people need to realize, that although you have a passion and you love what you're doing, you may actually need to work on that for 9, 10 or more years before it actually comes into fruition.
True. It requires patience.
Not only patience, it requires commitment. And I'm wondering how you feel about that word commitment with the work you've been doing.
Yeah.
Sorry? Can you define the word commitment in relationship to the work you have been doing and working so hard
Well,
at?
to be honest, I would define it as, people have their working hours. Like they're just working, like they would just do 9 to 5. For us, it's not 9 to 5. For us, it's like, it's 9 to 9, I would say. Like it's ongoing. We don't stop working because it's not because we don't think that it's work. It's actually something which is a part of us, which is our passion. And when something is your passion, you don't feel like you're working for it. You feel like it's just, your routine. So it's just with us all the time. That's how I would define commitment for us.
And I get it, because I'm the same way. And people ask, Carla, do you sleep? Yeah, I do.
Oh my
God. You are ever offline? Yeah.
Yeah.
So come back. I know. Is your phone doing all right?
Oh yeah, it's doing all right. I'm just like, I was just tested for COVID. Thank God the results came back negative, but like I'm still taking antibiotics and they make me so sweaty, I swear to God. So yeah, but it's fine. Let's just continue.
I'm sorry to hear you had to be tested for COVID.
Oh my God, yeah, they just put that little swab or whatever all the way up in your nose. My God, it's such an awful experience. Have you been tested for COVID?
No.
Thank God. I hope you never
did, but I decided it wasn't worth it.
Oh,
and I'm doing all right. It didn't.
You're very strong, to be honest. You're doing very great. I'm very impressed. Like you're very, whenever I see you, like it just inspires me so much. Like you are doing so much. It's amazing. I want to appreciate you as well, actually.
Thank you. But this is about you, right?
Okay.
What else can you tell me about your company? Because it really sounds quite fascinating, what you are developing.
What would you like to know about my company more? What exactly would you like to? We have social media presence, and its name is Bayina Technologies. And what else? We're gonna make a video, like a short video. It would be like an advertisement of it, and it would be like really funny. So the idea is basically I'm gonna be a bride who keeps on running from her wedding, and I keep on eloping with my boyfriend or something. And one day, like my parents install a tracker on me, they put a band on me, and the day I elope, they just come to me and they catch me red-handed. And then we say, all thanks to Bayina Technologies, this girl, we got to get her married this time. So it's kind of funny advertisement, but that's what we plan on doing.
Now, did your parents, your parents thinking of an arranged marriage?
My parents are actually very cool. They're not like the parents of, they're not like the parents every Pakistani, most of the Pakistani people have. So like I come from a very educated family, and they're very learned. And they don't think about arranged marriages or something. They think it's totally up to me, up to their children. If they're happy with whoever, whatever, they're happy. So they're cool, actually. I'm blessed.
You are blessed, because
I am. Carla, in Pakistan, parents do not even let their daughters out. They don't, they don't let their daughters do anything. Like it's all about, as soon as your daughter turns over 18, it's all about getting the daughter married. Like she doesn't have a mind of her own. But like my parents, my family, they are so supportive, like especially my father. He's always encouraging us. He's always helping us in setting up businesses. And, he's just amazing, I would say. Like, I'm really blessed to be born in this family.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
think of those women who have been forced into arranged marriages.
Oh, that's horrible. How can you spend life with somebody you don't even know, man? Like, when you don't even know how the person smells, how can you? I mean, I'm so sorry. I can't, like, take this idea. I would love to have like a love marriage, but like, unfortunately, the right person hasn't come along. But yeah, I'm like, I would love to have a love marriage. Uh, Hopefully with someone not from Pakistan, because Pakistani men are screwed. They are, my God, crazy.
I don't want to get into that conversation. I have my own thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But how does it? So your parents are okay with a love marriage?
Yeah, they're perfectly cool. Actually, they would be very happy. Like, they are more. I remember, like, when my sister, she was getting, she was seeing a guy and she wanted to get engaged. So my dad, like, he asked her so many times, like, are you really, like, okay with it? Are you happy? Like, you will love him? Is that okay? Like, I don't want you to feel pressurized or something. And she was like, yeah, I love him. And he was so happy. So that's like a blessing for us, to be honest, because even fathers in Pakistan, they are, my God, they are, my God, my phone is overheating, Carla. This is
I
bad.
know.
It's gonna
Give me 3 more minutes and we'll finish it.
Okay.
Finish your point, because I think it's a very important point.
Yeah, so like the fathers in Pakistan, they're great. I was saying of the.
Oh no. I think we just lost her. But the important thing is she herself is a very strong young woman who will bring empowerment to the women in Pakistan. It's been lovely. I don't know if she's trying to get back or not right now. I'll give her a minute to see. That's her calling me. Are you going to come back?
Give me 5 minutes and I'll be back. Would that be okay?
Yeah, come back.
Hello?
Come back.
Hello?
Yes, come back.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm on. Hold on.
Hello? Hello?
I'm trying to get to the. Yes, come back. I think she's coming back. I'm going to just tell her to. Okay, she, I believe, well, you know what? We'll see if she comes back in the next 2 minutes. Yes. She's restarting her phone right now. But I think the important thing to keep in mind is that this woman is working for the women of Pakistan and wants to see the women of Pakistan feeling better about themselves. And having said that, hopefully she is coming back in the next moment. I am going to go back out of here to the show and see what's happening. I see other people are watching. Sandra, so you know what this is about. I'm talking to a woman from Pakistan. Her name is Ramsha Chowdry. She has lost connection, but she is on her way back, just restarting her phone. And we're talking about women empowerment. She has a new company that she is developing to help women feel more comfortable in Pakistan when they are out at night. I don't know. Oh, so you've heard it. I'm waiting to see if she can get back, and hopefully she will be able to. And she's restarting her phone. So hopefully this will be coming. She will be back any moment. If not, I may just start another meeting with her at a later date to kind of talk more about this. Her whole thing is to help women, and here she is, feel comfortable in Pakistan. And not only Pakistan, throughout the world, when it comes to women being out in the world alone, women feeling comfortable. Sandra Graham has loved everything she has heard you speak. And maybe finish the last few sentences we were talking about, and then we'll end the show because your phone is definitely dying at this point. You need to open up your mic. You're muted.
Right, yeah.
Yay,
And
there
it's
you go.
good now. It's good for like good 10-15 minutes now. It was just kind of overheating. It's good now. Okay, so thank you very much to the lady you were naming. Thank you very much to her. Yeah. And I was talking about culture, Asian culture in particular. It's actually very toxic. And people are unfortunately very blind to call it toxic, especially the Asian people, the people of India and Pakistan in particular. Like, I know I'm sitting in such a country and I'm talking about it, but like, that's the truth. You know, it's actually very toxic how decisions are forced onto children, and you know, how children do not know their rights. I think it has to do with education, quality of education as well, because you know, when you study something, you are supposed to know your rights. But like kids or students over here, all they do is they just do the rote learning. They just don't imbibe the essence of knowledge or education. And I think that's why our society is going in a decline. And it's very, very unfortunate, but yeah, that's what it is.
And tell me, okay, have you seen that throughout your life? How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm 27. And yes, I have seen that throughout my life. I would love to tell you about myself. I'm actually someone, you know, when I was a kid, like in other families, parents bring toys. And in my family, we were brought books. So I have read so much, you know, like my grandfather, he had his own library in the home, in his house. And, you know, so I kind of developed this habit of analyzing and reading. And so I have seen it around me. I have seen children getting destroyed. I have seen children abusing themselves, taking drugs, and involving themselves in wrong relationships, cheating on their wives, and girls cheating on their husbands, and just so much, you know. Like, I know people get married and the marriage is not for the bond. Like, you know, I actually appreciate the Western countries. Like, you guys are much more straightforward than us, to be honest.
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you know, but in Pakistan, we just like to sacrifice our emotions, the children, for whatever reason, for dignity, for religious reasons, or whatever. I don't think that's fair. And to be honest, our religion gives us the freedom. But like, again, people are unable to interpret the religion, unable to learn their rights. And that's why all this fiasco is happening. So yeah.
Yeah, I have read parts of the Quran, and I know that the freedom is there, but people tend to make decisions without the whole understanding. Is that what you're saying?
It also has to do with the mentality. So there is this one picture, and it's actually a video. It's like of an experiment. So there's sheep in the video, and they're meant to pass through a certain door. And one day they remove all the barriers and they shut the door. And the sheep, instead of going through the rest of the places, they wait for the door. So it's actually about your mentality. When your mind is caged, I'm so sorry, you're lost. Nobody can help you. So that is unfortunately the case here as well.
So the point is, we need to let women know that they can ask questions and they can move forward. They don't need to be stopped because someone says
they need to. Yeah, and they also need to know that there are platforms who are gonna appreciate them, who are gonna listen to them, who are gonna empower them, who are gonna stand for them. It's no more gonna be, like the old culture where the woman was just meant to be silent and be subservient to the man. I think it's time we women are, we should be be treated as actually human beings instead of some animals or some slaves. I'm sorry for this harsh words, but honestly, yeah.
You're not using really harsh words. You're saying things that you feel strongly about.
Yeah.
You should never apologize for that.
I kind of know, there's this book by Raymond Davis, The Contractor. Are you familiar with Raymond Davis?
No.
Oh, okay. So he was a US diplomat probably, and he came to Pakistan and he just got in a very bad situation. So he wrote a book about Pakistan, and in that he said something about Pakistan people's psychology and their behavior. So I just know that not all the people, but many people in Pakistan, they have this extremist mindset, and I know when they're gonna hear my words, they're not gonna like it, and they're gonna bash me. But that's why I keep on saying that my words are harsh or something. But truly, that's how women have been treated. They have been denied their rights. They have been locked in rooms. They have been abused. They have been beaten. They have been even killed, murdered, raped, whatnot. So, yeah.
It's very interesting. A guy is writing to me in the chat now. I think we should together live, but what he's saying, go live with me. And I'm like, maybe, eventually, maybe, but not today. But I think because it's a guy, he probably had some feelings about what's being said because of how he grew up too.
Yeah, true that. We all speak based on our experiences, on our insight of the world. So we actually can't question anyone's reality, but we can certainly educate others. That's what we can do.
And by education, we're giving power back to the individual when people begin to understand.
Yeah. Yes, true that. We are.
Are there any last thoughts that you want to share with me before
I would like to talk about mental health quickly.
Very quickly, because I don't want you losing your phone.
No, it won't happen. It won't happen. I'm saying that, trust me on this. It's not going to happen for next 5-6 minutes. So I'm just going to wrap it quickly.
Okay.
So I just want to talk about mental health. And in Pakistan, most of the Asian culture, it's still something which does not have lots of acceptance over here. And I'm somebody who has experienced mental health issues. And again, by telling you this, I'm going to make myself vulnerable, because when you tell these things to others, they judge you basically. And I'm choosing to do that. because I want more people to relate with me. I want people who are going through these experiences to feel that they are not alone, and they can also always seek help. So basically what I go through is like I have experienced depression and anxiety issues for so long, and I'm on medication right now. I also take therapy, and I do so many things to like feel better. And it seems like an endless battle, to be honest. But I don't know what more I can say on this. But I would just encourage people that stay away from people who put you down, stay away from negative environments, seek medication, seek a therapist if you need help. Do not be ashamed of your condition, and never, ever, ever give up. And you guys would know I'm a public figure. And if there is no one to help you, trust me, I'm always there. You can always reach me in my inbox and I will always support you. So just stay strong. That's pretty much, I'll just say that we are all together in this, and together we can do anything. So hold on, you're stronger than this.
And I agree with you, and I want to thank you for what you brought to the table tonight. It was it was a very, very nice interview.
Oh my God, Carla, you're such a sweetheart. And you know what? I really love your shirt. I swear to God, I love pink color. And I don't find this pink color in Pakistan. And I'm really, I really love your shirt. And you are a wonderful soul. You radiate so much positivity, so much peace, and the cause you're working for with the Rehan Allahwala Foundation and the Institute of Peace, I think that's very noble. And I think it's very magnanimous. It's very kind of you guys to do these things. And I wish you guys all the best. And I wish you guys have all the success in the world, all the peace and all the happiness in the world. Thank you so much for having me. It's just such a pleasure. And I hope we stay in contact and we collaborate in the future, whatever you would like to.
Thank you so much, Ramsha. I need to close the show so you don't disappear on me again. But really, this has been a very nice interview. I am happy that we finally got it done. And of course, it got done when it was supposed to get done. And I want to remind the audience that this show, like all of my shows, is sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace one conversation at a time. Can we wave goodbye? Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us.